Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. I am an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader, and today we are here for a reading about the full moon in Gemini. Please be sure you leave a comment, subscribe, and I will be leaving timestamps in the description and in the comment section. If you want a private reading, one-on-one session with me, you can find everything in the description. Today we are going to be looking at the tarot math, the degree that the moon is sitting at, how it's going to be affecting the human body, and any channeled messages and energy readings that I'm getting from this full moon. So let's take a look at the tarot math. I work with energy in every shape and form, so I take the date of the full moon and I add it up. I get the number 18, so I add the 1 and the 8, and that gives me 9. 9 is just signifying the full moon and signifying completion. This is also focusing on service and understanding and transition. Once all of those are implemented, you will see accomplishment, completion, and endings. This full moon is also happening at 4 degrees. So this means that there is a need for planning. The number 4 resonates with the words stable and structure. This is focusing on situations that need a little bit of realization. There needs to be more structure and more foundation. Some of the organs that are going to be affected during this full moon are the exchange system, shoulders, arms, hands, nervous connections such as motor skills, and maybe even the lungs. I know it's been some time since the full moon has happened. I am recording this and posting it after the full moon. So hopefully any of these messages that I delivered today are able to resonate or help you so far, and in the future give you more clarity and guidance. And again, I know it's late, but better late than never. Okay, so let's take a look at some channeled messages that I received during this meditation that I did. I felt as if this full moon really manifests itself as a need for change and being spontaneous. There is safety that lies in thinking about feelings and sharing them with others. So this full moon, you can be a little bit more talkative, and even after the full moon, be able to speak with ease for the next few days. I feel like having a cold heart is no good, so be open with a cool, level head. The energy of this full moon, whatever is happening in the external world, may force you to go within and look at what's happening now. This moon brings this yin energy, so being more than acting is the intention. So wrap things up, consider what is going on, and look at the situation, person, place, or thing with a calm, clear head, like I mentioned before. You may have felt like the rumblings or heard problems that are underway, and you have the power to overcome any obstacle as this full moon brings like this new light and direction. I think it's important that you ask yourself, what lessons have you learned throughout the year, throughout the last 2 weeks even? What do you want to do next? Where do you want to go next? What is needed? It seems like the job is almost never ending, and I feel like you're always flip-flopping. So this full moon energy and what it's symbolizing is to remember to make leisure time for yourself. Meditate, rest, and relax so that your to-do list isn't causing you any sorts of frustrations. And there may be someone, maybe possibly a male that I'm picking up on, who isn't really acting in their or your best interest. Your soul's energy longs to serve as a teacher, as a healer, a psychic professional maybe, or just in your personal life. That is your soul's calling at this time. Whether your soul's calling has always been to heal or to teach, maybe it's just in this moment, but I think it's important to realize what is important to teach, what is important to actually heal. Let's take a look at some tarot cards. What do you need to let go of? Let go of what is falling away. If people or relationships are changing or ending, it's doing so at the right time. Ego needs to be balanced out. There is a win-win outcome that is possible with a little give and take. I mentioned in my Sagittarius season video about give and take energy, so maybe go take a look at that. This is a time to declutter your life, home, or even the office. Any time is a good time to live healthier. And ask yourself, have you been too picky or too humble? If you can answer this honestly, you can easily see how you got to where you are. Let go of things you worry too much about and put an apology out there if it's needed. Turn people's head in a good way. So what do you have to focus on then? To do that, emotions. Emotions can run high. There is excitement around what is coming up, but tempers are likely to flare during this full moon and even the weeks after. I feel as if there could be even rash comments to be made and hard decisions. And I feel like a situation is going to reach its peak, and maybe even in a heated way. There's going to be a price to pay for being too blunt and being too competitive. So don't be such a bitch and try to have more fun. Now, some of the accomplishments that you've done up until this full moon, and maybe some of the accomplishments that you'll see after the full moon, you have made adjustments as needed, but there is still a lot to do before you can get what you want. But you are on the right track. Keep reviewing your plans, which you've been doing. Just do it a little bit more thoroughly. And keep finding ways to stay focused. Maybe it's having to change something or give something up. It might not be easy, and it hasn't been easy to do this, but you've done it so far, and you will continue to do it. If you do your best and you're happy with it, and if you can stay on top of most things, things will start to resolve itself and be a little bit more clear. Hopefully these messages are able to give you the clarity and the guidance to move forward the next couple weeks in this full moon in Gemini energy. This video will always stay up so you can come back for more guidance if needed. Again, if you'd like your own personal reading, you can always come back, go to the description and send me a message. I will see you on the next video and have a good night.